Hello in the robot Dallas, especially for channel Crypto News.1. In this video we will talk about arbitrage on the stock exchange BitMEX and the types of orders. We have planned to make a series of video tutorials on the BitMEX exchange that would not overload you, decided to break into 10 training videos. Let's go. Now let's move on to the warrant. Let's start with the orders on the exchange. There is a large number of orders that are able to open and close positions. This exchange has more orders than any other cryptocurrency exchange. This is a limit order, organic market stop, limit stop, moving stop, limit with profit taking and market profit taking, and so let's go through them now. Which orders are responsible for what? Let's start with the limit. A limit order is a normal order that has two settings, two cells. Let's say, this is the quantity, this is the volume, in contracts which will be put in position. And look at what moment with a limit order, it will be placed only if you want to buy below the current price or sell above the current price, because the limit order is placed in the order glass. In turn, a glass of applications is roughly a list where there are all applications, and accordingly you can put your order only where there are already similar orders. For example, from the price of 3,567.5 and everything below, I can put an order to buy, and at a price of 3,589.5 and above I can put an order to sell, respectively. If I want to put an order to buy, at a price there 3,572.5, my order will be executed. Why is it so? What mechanics happens when these orders are triggered? About it all, we'll talk in other videos, so now do not pay attention to it. Just keep in mind that you can buy below the current, sell above the current in a different way, and the limit order will be executed as a market. Well, now that we've moved to a market order. Everything is quite simple. Just write the number of contracts, volume to which you want to open a position, place an order and click buy or sell, respectively. Instantly executed your application. If you buy, it will be executed at the nearest selling price, and if you click sell, then at the nearest buying price, respectively. Next, go to the market stop. Market stop. This is quite an important topic, because it is a mandatory order. If you are already in a position, the market stop when you reach a certain level, makes it so that you automatically open a market order to buy or sell, depending on what you have opened a position, but the essence is always the same. The market stop closes the position, and as a rule, it occurs at a loss to this and is called it stop, that is, stop loss. Next, go to the limit stop order. Limit stop. This is basically the same market stop, only here when you reach the trigger price, you do not open a market order, and limit. To be honest, I think this stop is quite risky, and well, probably not even necessary, because as you already know, yes, limit order can be set below the current price, to buy, or above the current sell price, and as a rule when we close the position at a loss, the price goes against us there, and physically cannot put a limit order, so that he closed our position at a loss, and it did not work as a market. Here you just have to hope that the price will reach the stop price to the price at which to place a limit order, so called the trigger price. That is, our trigger is triggered and only then, the limit order is placed, or the market without a difference, but in our case it is naturally limit, respectively. The price must first reach the trigger. When the trigger is set, limit stop, which are set a little higher than the stop price was than the trigger price, and then you just need to hope to rebound. This is a trivial example for long, why such orders are useless. If there is a strong drop or strong growth against you, of course, The limit stop order usually leads simply to liquidation. If you haven't noticed this point before and haven't taken any action. Next we have a sliding stop. Moving stop is a very interesting thing, quite useful especially when trading. Trend movements, under the moving feet, refers to the market stop, which moves over the last price we have. Even see that there is no price value. There is a cell where you need to enter the number of contracts. Well, as usual it is a classic. Yes, there is a cell which means the distance, the current price at which will work moving stop order. This is the difference between the stops and the current price on the exchange. Get now the price 3,572, and if I put to stop with a value of 50 and click stop buy, then my order put up at a price of 3,622.5. Let's check it. I press stop buy and accordingly put an order at a price of 3,622.5. But it is not a simple order, it is a moving order and the order, respectively. If now, the price will fall by 10 points respectively, and my stop order will move down by 10 points. Now move to the two most useless order is a limit profit taking and market profit taking. I will not talk about each, tell you about one, and you in principle will understand. And as a limit and market work roughly equally, talk about market with profit taking. This is nothing more than a stop loss, the usual market such as stop loss, which is inverted in the opposite direction. For example, if you open a market stop, we will indicate the price of the stop is higher than it is now on the exchange, that we will only be available to buy. This stop will be calculated on the fact that we put a stop loss for short. It turns out, if the sale is set stop matching the purchase. And what makes a market profit taking note, it only allows you to put up a sale if the price is higher than the current one. The stop price is the trigger price, so to speak. What is it for? What it is generally used? See if the market stop implies a closing position at a loss, then the market profit taking implies a similar stop order market, but only to close the position in plus. Why I think it is quite useless? The reason is very simple, and it is in commissions. Of course, commissions. We'll talk about commissions later, but I just want you to know that the commission when you close a market order, open a position, the commission is taken from you, and when you do it with a limit order, the commission is paid to you. It turns out, at least it already allows, to say that the market profit taking, the order in principle is not about anything and it is quite useless. I can just click on the limit order, write 200 contracts and set the price at 3,500 price. Click on the buy, it will be absolutely the same, but there is one but. If we close the position, the market order, we will pay a commission, and if we close the position limit, the order, the commission will pay us. This was the first video about orders. The second video will also be. In it we will talk about all sorts of ticks that are here, and talk about the panel that is at the bottom here. There are all orders, open and closed positions, and so on, how to work with it, what it allows you to do. Bonus for BitMEX exchange. 10% discount on the commission for registration, link in the description. If you register on my link, you will get a discount of 10% on the commission. And the commission on the BitMEX exchange is very high if you trade with big shoulders like me. When opening a trade with a market order, with a leverage of X100, the commission can reach 5% from the margin. Even if you are already registered, you can recreate an account, the link in the description, and transfer funds there. The 10% bonus is very, very substantial if you work with big shoulders like me. I hope for you the content was useful. Subscribe to the channel, put likes and comment, the bell will tingle. See you in the next video, see you all.